What is going on, guys? DBG here, and in this video we are going to be doing another episode of the series where I rate your squads in NBA 2K20 MyTEAM. So lads, we're going to be doing a lot more in this video. I'm going to be going over them quicker, and I think I have 15 rather than the normal 10. So yeah, it gives people more of a chance. Also, if you guys want me to rate your squad, tweet me at DBGYT_ with hashtag RateMyTEAM. So anyway, now we're going to go over the first squad right here. So I actually have no idea what the Spurs playbook does. I'm pretty sure the Spurs playbook, if I'm not mistaken, is like similar to Miami playbook in terms of flare screens. So I'm not 100% certain on that, but I'm going to assume that's what it is. So you've got John Wall, Des Mason, Wiggins, Dino, and Curry. So your starting lineup's fine. Like, maybe you can get better players for cheaper, but especially because of Wall. How old is this picture? This was... Okay, this is before duos. So obviously this one was sent. I try to take, because obviously I do one of these a week, I try to take one picture from every day. So considering that duos are a thing, I would probably go and sell John Wall. Either duos or Evo. John Wall's one of them, and he's really expensive. So I wouldn't keep him, to be honest. Des Mason's fine. Sigs aren't the best. Wiggins is good. Dino's good. Eddie's good as well. Off the bench, your point guard is Jay Williams. I would either Evo him, take 25k MT and sell, or just sell straight away. He's a lot of MT. Not a fan of Caruso, to be honest. I think like a Bonga would be a lot better in that situation. Your backup 2 guard looks to be Kobe or KD. Both of them are bad. Okay, this team's like this is a 5 out of 10. Like, not absolutely terrible, but it's about a 5 out of 10. Odom's pretty good. Manning's pretty good. Bamba's pretty good. You just really need to sort out your point guard and 2 guard position, to be honest. Like, well, you kind of need Bonga somewhere in this team. And also, at the 2, there's so many. Like, you can use a Batum, you can use Dennis Scott, you can use a lot of players. But yeah, other than that, your team's looking okay. Okay, so now we have got this team right here. Use Miami 13 playbook. Hawks freelance. Okay, so you've got the cheese plays with the 5 out. MJ, Nash, Vince are locked in. Okay. Willing to buy, sell anyone else. Have 400k to spend. Like, I get it that Nash is locked in, but I still don't think that's a reason to have him in over Bonga. Just straight up, I don't think there's any reason to have him in over Bonga. And like, I'm just not the biggest fan of that Steve Nash card. But your starting lineup is a solid 9. Like, Dino's nice. Maybe not run with 2 non-range extender players at the power forward and center. But Dino's nice. Kareem is nice. Kareem's unbelievably good. Like, unbelievable. Okay, so your bench, I'm kind of iffy on running with 2 non-range extender players in your bench as well, and Yao Ming and Giannis. I don't like Billy Cunningham at all. I don't think he's good, but Reddish is very good. So you can run Reddish at 3 if Giannis is struggling. And obviously, you might have Kobe in there because he's Kobe. I would replace Billy Cunningham with, to be honest, a power forward that can really stretch the floor. Honestly, putting in you can run a lot of guys. You can run Dean Wade, Odom, Danny Manning, Joe Smith. Any of those dudes in there at the 4 could help this team out a lot. But it's like a 6.5 out of 10 bench with it's really a 7 out of 10 bench with like a 9 out of 10 starters. So it is an 8 out of 10 right here. Actually, no, 8.5. Starters mean more than the bench. I shoot a lot of threes, rim run if I really need to. Looking for a backup power forward, 400 KMT. Okay, so let's have a look. One good thing is that you've obviously got Kobe, which means that you do have the option to use Thurl as your backup power forward. And Thurl is a card that I really, really do like. Also, Rocco. Like, you may not think that Rocco is great, but there are in my opinion, you can obviously, it looks nice to be running with all these Galaxy Opals, but in my opinion, Harden's better than Gilbert at the 1. Then at the 2, Reddish is better than Harden. At the 3, Rocco is better than Chris Mullin. So like, you have all the cards already in your collection, but obviously if you want to run Opals, you're going to be running the Opals. Beasley's pretty good. You've got Thurl. Like, there's no point. There's no real power forwards for 400k. Actually, sorry, Jeff Green. Get Jeff Green. If you really want to back a power forward, get Jeff Green. He's just a much better Beasley. So, yeah. I forgot that card exists. Yeah, he's definitely a player that you can go and get. I love watching my video. You love watching my videos. I run Warriors Playbook. Love the Simmons card at the point guard. Open to any suggestions. Have 52k MC to spend. I'm willing to sell or save up. Last 3 spots do not matter. Okay, so first of all, there is one big red flag with this team, and it's mainly a red flag because you're running a 10-man. It's this dude right here. There's a couple of red flags. There's this dude right here, this dude right here, and Marquise Chris. So first of all, Simmons can be very effective. He also can't shoot. So he basically it makes it very difficult for these 3 guys to get their own shots if you have Simmons on the floor, because someone can just double, like you can't really run peekaboos with any of these 3 guys. You can't come off screens. And I don't know what the Warriors playbook, to be completely honest. You love the Ben Simmons card at the point guard. That's fine. Like if you like Simmons at point guard, that's fine. But I would also move Bamba into your starting lineup and make sure you've got 4 lights out shooters with range extenders surrounding Ben Simmons. I'd also take Marquise Chris out of the team. Straight up. Like, I'm telling you right now, Danny Manning, Lamar Odom, Sekou Doumbouya, Joe Smith are all better, and Dean Wade are all better than this card. Also, Kemba, get Cam Reddish. Get Cam Reddish. Yeah, it's 2. Oh, sorry, you have Cam Reddish, sorry. At the 2, get Dennis Scott, Nick Batum. I'm trying to think of who else. Ray Allen can play at the 2. Heck, Lance Stevenson can do a job there. Brent Barry, Wiggins, one of them. Like for like 3k, you can, like I'd say for less than for 10k combined, you can probably get. Actually, no, for probably 15k combined, you can probably get Batum to replace Kemba. You can probably replace Marquise Chris with Joe Smith or Manning, and then just swap these 2. So this team right now is like a 7 out of 10 with very small changes. Can probably make it an 8.5 out of 10. Okay, so. Run 13 Heat playbook as a plan A. Run 5F from Hawks as plan B. Almost have Hakeem. Okay, that is a nice looking team right there. This is one of those 9.5 out of 10 teams right there. And once you get Hakeem in for Sigma, oh man, try first of all, try evoing up that Taco. That Taco becomes a god. He becomes a legitimate god when he's evoed. Obviously, Bol is difficult to evo, but if you can evo the 2 of them together and have a Bol Taco combo, both evo, that is ridiculously good. KP, and this is close to a 10, man. Like obviously Ben Simmons unevoed can be a little bit of a liability, but if you can manage to, I know it will take a while and it's 1,500 3-point shots, but if you can manage to evo Magic, Simmons, and Taco, I'd probably evo Simmons first, Magic second, then Taco third. Actually, Simmons first, Taco second, Magic third. I wouldn't even bother evoing Kristaps, and Bol is great with or without the evo. But if you can evo them, this might become a 10. No, not quite 10. It becomes like a 9.7 out of 10. But like this is almost as close as you're gonna get to a 10 out of 10. Especially when you get Hakeem in there at center for Sigma. This seems unbelievable. This seems unbelievable, lads. Again, like you might say replace Batum, but there's actually no point, especially because you've got Simmons, Michael Porter Jr. as your scorers, and you've got a whole bunch of heights, so you can start switching everything, and Batum can guard people inside. So yeah, this is like a 9.5 out of 10 team. This team's really nice. I do drive and kicks, pick and pop / rolls, have 800k left. Any suggestions? This is a 9.35 out of 10 team. like maybe a tiny bit worse than the last team, but by a tiny bit, I mean a tiny bit. Like, you've got Jeff Green is fantastic, Siakam's fantastic, Ben Wallace and Rocco are great, Cam Reddish is great, Hito's great, Taco's great, Eddie Curry's unbelievable. Maybe I'd replace one of your last 3 off the bench with, I don't even know, like a Mo Bamba or something, in case Taco's struggling for not shooting from deep. But like, I don't know how much of a problem that is. If you need more height as your backup point guard, you got Bonga in there. Man, this team's as well structured a team as possible, so I'm gonna go 9.5. I'm gonna say this team and this team can put it up to this team right here. Like, I probably would take the team above over the team below, but I think the team below is structured fantastically well. Actually, no, 9.7 for this team, 9.5 for this team. Yeah, I'll go with that. Using the Bucks playbook, any suggestions for improvement? I'm willing to grind for MT and sell Bol at the moment. And you're selling Bol at the moment. Okay, so add about 300-400k to that, I'd say. Okay, so obviously this picture was sent in early because there's no Evo on Kristaps. All right, so this is like a 9 point. Oh, it's a 9 out of 10. Can't really go any higher than 9. Starting lineups like 9.6 out of 10, probably. Actually, not. Probably starting line is 9.5, bench is like 8.5. So it's going to be a 9 out of 10 team. Hito Turkoglu is pretty nice. Or Hito's good, very good. Walter Davis is very good. Lamar is good. Kristaps is good. Eddie's great. Luka is good. Dribble sigs aren't the best, but he's a good shooter. Brandon Roy, no unpluckable, but is a really good card. Batum's fantastic. Darrell's fantastic. Dino's fantastic. I actually don't think there's any point really making any upgrades to this squad until, obviously, 2K come out with just some unbelievable packs that destroy the market. I'd say the Decades packs will probably do that tomorrow. Then we got this lineup right here. I play good with Giannis, but willing to sell. Need help going 12 and also any improvements we considered. Oh wow. Oh wow. So you definitely play well with Giannis because he's the only good player in your starting 5. And I'm not even kidding. You've got 2 good players in your bench in Derrick Rose and Steph. That's it. You got 3 good players in your squad. So what I would advise you to do, sell Kevin. You can't sell Kevin Durant, he's locked in. Sell Mirasan. I would say sell Gilbert Arenas, but he's also locked in. Sell Mirasan, and you're going to get yourself 30-something KMT. Okay, so I'm trying to think what you can do with 30 KMT to make this team competitive. Okay, so your point guard position is sorted. Move Derrick Rose to your starting point guard, Steph Curry to your backup point guard, move Giannis to the 4. At the 2 guard position, I don't even know any good cheap 2 guards. At the 2 guard position, get yourself Nick Batum. At the 3, get yourself Danny Manning. At the 4, or at the 3, get yourself, Danny Manning. At the 4, you've got Giannis. At the 5, get yourself a Mo Bamba. Off the bench, you've got, say, Steph or Derrick Rose 1, whichever one you choose. At the 2, see if you can afford Dennis Scott. At the 3, get yourself Lamar Odom. Or at the 3, get yourself Dean Wade. The 4, get yourself Lamar Odom. And at the 5, get yourself a Marvin Bagley card. And sell every other card you have, because I think, give or take a little bit, you probably have about 40 KMT to work with, and that's probably around 40-ish KMT to get those players. You've got 3 good players in your team. You got 2.5 because you're playing Steph Curry at the 2. This team is not very good. This is a 2 out of 10 team. Like, this is a team that if I came up against it, I think it's an auto win. This team, you've got a 10 out of 10 card. You've got a 10 out of 10 card. 2 7.5 out of 10 cards. 1 5 out of 10 card. A 2 out of 10 card. A 1 out of 10 card. A 3 out of 10 card because he's just so slow. 3 worthless cards here at the end of the bench. A 2 out of 10 card. The worst defender in the game, Kobe Bryant. And a certain situations is okay, but most of the time is terrible, Ben Simmons. Is not a good squad. I'm sorry. Okay, so this squad right here. I like to dunk and shoot 3s, pick and pop with peekaboos. I want to go point guard. Dennis Rodman's your favorite player. You want to play Blake or D-Rose. So is Blake your backup? Blake's your backup center. Wow. All right. So your starting lineup's all right. A little bit small, but it's fine. Like, obviously Kristaps is big. I do really like Dino. I'd sell. Like, if you have no plans on playing Kukoc, I'd just sell him. There's actually no, like, you get some MT out of Kukoc. If you do plan on using him, make sure you play them together, because even in this situation, Dino doesn't get the boost if Kukoc isn't on the floor. So you've got too many point guards in your bench. You definitely have got too many point guards in your bench. You got 3 of them, and they're 3 undersized point guards. Your only 2 guard in the bench is Rodman. I'm guessing he plays the 2. Guessing Ingram probably plays the 3. The 4, Siakam, and at the 5, Blake. There's not that many good cheap centers you can get, so like a Bagley or a Bamba, trust me, he'll do the job. You can get a little more expensive than those 2 guys. Like, you can go for like a Harry Giles or a Cody Zeller or a Greg Oden, but they're not going to be any better. Like, they're going to be no better and more expensive. This is like a solid 6.57 out of 10. Like, solid, not a great squad. When 20 with the line, use C13 Playbook, use Hito, J-Or, and Peak as peak shoes and great success. How about 290k? Alright, so I would advise against using, I'd use Hawks or Point instead of 20 on the leg. just because since everyone now has range extender, they do give better spacing. 21 delay I think was the best before every single card had range extender, but since then I probably would say Hawks or Point are better, especially Hawks because you can go into 5 out. Let's have a look. Okay, so your point guard position is good. Big fan of Simmons. Try Evo Simmons up as soon as possible though, because he's a bit of a liability not evoed. I don't know if it's just me, but I much prefer running Hito at the 1 than at the 3, so even getting yourself a Nick Batum or something and replacing Derek Rose with him and Hito at the 1 I think might make the team a little bit better. Your center position is fine. Like this is an 8.7 out of 10. This is a really good team. This might even be a 9 out of 10. Like this is a very good team. Once you get Simmons evoed up, there's not really many changes to make. Like again, the only change is to move Hito to the 1 off the bench, but like you know what, if you want to play Simmons and Hito at the same time, that's perfectly fine. I would probably use Bonga over Rose, but like again, there's not much. Like these are nitpicks. These are very small things about these squads. 13 Heat playbook, willing to grind TT over MT, not good at sniping, accidentally locked Lonzo into a set. Any suggestions? Okay, so first of all, like if you have Lonzo locked in, that's fine. He's not a bad card at all. I think he's bad value, but if he's there, he's there. You're not going to lose anything by using him. Lonzo and Bonga, your point guard position is fine. Your 2 guard, you've got Micah, Red, and Rodman, and then you've got guys like Elo and Batum to come in if you need extra shooters, which is good. Hito at the 3. Again, because you've got Bonga there, Hito at the 3 is fine. Wiggins is good. I like Dino and Jeff Green. Obviously, you can play. You've got Wilt, and Eddie Curry's fantastic. So, not having a third choice point guard in a 13 man isn't an ideal scenario, or a third choice center, but you know what? The team's fine. This is probably like an 8.7 out of 10. Team structured perfectly. And to be fair, it's hard to not structure a team perfectly nowadays. Like it takes a really dumb, like not dumb person. Like it takes someone who really doesn't know the game to structure a team badly. And like obviously that's a good team there. You're on the Bucks playbook. Also try to create your own shot. That's not like, I really don't know what that means. That's not specific enough for it to be a play style. Like we all try to create our own shots. Like that's kind of the aim of basketball. But okay, so Draymond, I'm guessing he means ISO. So Draymond and Des Mace the 1, Brandon Roy, Robin to 2, Silas and Walls to 3, Thurl, Giannis to 4, and Dino and Bogey at the 5. So you got some decent height, you got some decent defense. You actually got really good defense in this team. This team will play lanes. So in your point guard position, I really like both your point guards. If you are saying you're playing ISO, creating your own shot, in that specific style, Des Mason is not the best card in the world. Brandon Roy is really good. And another one that's not good for that at all is Dennis Rodman. But Dennis Rodman's just an unbelievable defender. Then you've got better Dennis Rodman and Ben Wallace, small forward, who's really good. Paul Silas, the most underrated card in this game, one of the best wings in the game. You got Giannis and Thurl, you got just 2 demis. And then Dino, who's a demi, and Bogey, who's a point center. So this team's this is a solid 8 out of 10. This is a solid 8 out of 10. I don't even know. Is this where did he say he could? No, he doesn't say how much MT he has. 45k. Like, look, like the only thing I'd say is Bonga over Mason, save a bit of MT and get a better card. But other than that, like it's hard to make any suggestions that aren't just completely subjective. There's no real problem with that team. When Heat 13 playbook, and the only one I don't like much is Drexler. Okay, sell Drexler. I'm telling you right now, Drexler is one of the worst value cards in this game. Sell Drexler. He's not very good. You honestly will get an upgrade replacing Drexler with any of Dennis Scott or either of Dennis Scott or Nick Batum. Okay, so your bench is definitely a defensive bench. And then you got Eddie Curry there in case you need a little more shooting. Okay, this is an 8.75 out of 10. This is a really nice team. I like this team a lot, actually. So I honestly would just sell Clyde Drexler, wait for the market to drop, and buy Nick Batum, and this team stays equally as well, if not better. Or if you want a shooter in this position instead, rather than a ball handler, because you've got Rose and Hito to handle the ball, put in Dennis Scott, who'll lock people down and he'll hit threes at a high rate the most. Okay, so from Miami Heat playbook, try setting up a 3. And rim run. Is there more strategy you can use up with this team? No, that's fine. That's fine. Rim running is a big part of NBA 2K20. So you got Simmons, Magic, Hito, Dino, and Taco. All right, so obviously Evo Simmons. That's a big one. Like obviously Evoing Magic will help, but I would make sure to Evo Simmons before Evo Magic. Your bench, You've got Dwayne Wade who can dominate. You got a lot of length there as well. Got a lot of shooting. You got a good bit of height. You got 3 point guards. You got Walter Davis, who's a great peak shooter as well if you need. I'd replace Derrick Rose as one of your last 3 with Bonga, just because he brings something a little bit different to what Wade brings. So for that reason, I put him there. But again, that's just kind of a nitpick. This is like a 9.2 out of 10. It's a really, really good squad. This is a very, very good squad. And then saving it from MPJ, willing to sell anyone except for Taco. All right, so if you're not willing to sell Taco, you better be out there evoing Taco. Okay, so 142k. First of all, get yourself a backup point guard. Yeah, I get it. Louis Dampier is okay, but Bingo Smith, the backup point guard. Trust me on that one. Bingo's a lot better than Dampier. Then Nick Batum in at the 2 or 3, or move Cam Reddish down to the 2 and put in like a Joe Smith at 3. Means you're spending very little MT and your team is looking better. I like Isaac, just not Isaac and Giannis at the same time. 2 non-range center players. I would probably start one of those 2 at the power forward position, move Jeff Green to backup small forward. Taco and Bam. I don't like Bam, but Bam's fine. Again, I know a lot of people do like Bam, especially because of the price right now and how there's not many great mid-tier centers, so I'm not going to say to get rid of him, because to make a significant upgrade, you're going to be spending a hell of a lot of MT on a card. So, yeah, pretty much, this is like a 7 to a 7.5 out of 10, which is not bad at all. So anyway, yeah, that is pretty much the video. That is this new episode of the I Rate Your Squads video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. I've been on the flex since flex zone.